Well, my full name is Eugene Dennis Vrana, and I was born Gene Dennis. My father was Eugene Dennis, and my mother Peggy Dennis. And when I married my wife, Sally Vrana, I took her name. At the time, it seemed to be a feminist statement to take her name. We didn't want to do hyphenated names or combined names or whatever, so I kept my bachelor name as my middle name. And so Eugene Dennis Vrana is my full name, and Gene Vrana is how I have been going about in the world since 1978.
Good. And the Eugene part of it, is there a long family story that goes with
Well,
it?
it's interesting. At the time that I remember telling my mother that I was going to take Sally's last name, and my mother got all upset about it, about not keeping Dennis going as the family name. And I had to remind her, Mom, Dennis was not the family name. Dennis was one of the aliases that my father took during his career as a full-time communist organizer and ultimately national secretary of the Communist Party. And he had changed his name in his youth to protect his stepmother and other members of his family in the Seattle area from repercussions. This is in the mid and late 1920s of his nefarious political activities. So he was Tim Ryan for a while. He was born Francis Xavier Waldron, and he became Tim Ryan. And then in the 1930s, eventually, he and my mother chose Dennis as their last name, and Eugene, my father, chose as sort of a tribute to Eugene Debs. So we have a little tradition here of changing names.